You realize we're live now.
Okay.
All right. Fine. This is Aviation TV. My name is Tim Albright. I'm your host. This is George Tucker here.
I'm your co-host, I guess.
We're in live from AV Magazine's booth in ISE 2016. Doing stuff a little bit different than yesterday. Yesterday we tried to blab. Today we're doing our standby.
Yes.
Google Hangouts. So a couple things have gone on. George, can you give us a recap of what we saw yesterday? Yesterday was the first day of a 4-day show here in Amsterdam.
Yeah, so I mean, first of all, the Panasonic booth, the robotic arms. We talked about that. They have these big industrial robotic arms holding 100-inch, I guess, LED panels. It's just an amazing. What it means, I'm not sure, but it was pretty cool to watch. Panasonic has an accent light laser projector for video on, say, retail clothing, retail environments. Really cool. I think it was like 2,000 or 3,000 lumens. It's a really cool thing. When we saw the publication, you'll see more of it. There's a lot of digital signage here, and digital signage has changed from just being, say, the displays and making content, but it's about interactivity. It's about tracking the users who come into a store and finding out why they're there, what they're doing, and how to push them more information. It may seem invasive to some, but it is the future of retail with that sector.
Yeah.
You need to know, even if it's anonymous, that those people are going where they belong and that you can find ways to get them where they need to be. Trying to think what else we saw. Lots of Harman stuff, which we'll cover tomorrow.
Lots of Harman stuff and lots of digital signage. Yeah. The entire Hall 8, and if you get a chance, go to ISE, iseurope.org.
Right.
Click on the floor layout. The entire Hall 8 is nothing but digital signage.
Right.
The stuff that they're doing with that, everything from see-through displays to the interactivity that George just talked about, there was that. So there's other thing there that we saw today called from Shure. Shure, the microphone manufacturer, they have two different products that are both, I would say, not quite game-changing, because I'm not comfortable with that phrase. But the array mic is pretty impressive.
Damn impressive.
We'll post up a video either tomorrow or the next day. Darn close to game changing. It really, really is.
And what we forgot about yesterday, we saw Kramer's booth yesterday with Aviv Ron.
That's up already.
Great guy to talk to. It was a really fascinating conversation about how they're getting into the networking of their devices and doing sort of collaborating tools, as well as the delivery to the small screen. We talked to the Z-Wave Alliance yesterday with Mitchell Klein, about where they're going with that and how that was going to progress. So that was a really interesting conversation yesterday. Yeah. We've only scratched the surface of what's going on. So
there's 12 booths. There's 12 halls here.
12 halls. Yeah, 12 booths.
Yeah. 12 booths will be a short day.
Yeah.
Stands. I'm sorry.
Stands. Well, we're in Europe. It's stands.
All right. Real quickly, I'm going to excuse you and you can go to your drink, and I'm going to bring our next underwriter, Ed. So AV Nation. We have underwriters. We're not sponsors. We don't sell ads. We have underwriters, right? It's a different way to finance what we do. We're an agnostic group. We try to not pull any punches. We're not trying to be butt heads about it, but we also don't pull any punches. Ed and Display has joined us as our next underwriter, our latest underwriter.
Yeah.
So thank you very much,
You're
sir.
very welcome. Proud to be part of the team.
Real quickly, and not to be too. Not to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah.
But why? Why underwrite AV Nation?
Way back when we even started discussing it, we listen to the podcast, we read the blogs, we follow all of you guys on Twitter, and it's just evident that there is a genuine interest in making the AV industry a little bit better, and we want to be part of that. That's something that we want to do as well. So that's just supporting you guys do that.
Yeah. We appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
So you guys have a booth, and I think I kind of asked you this yesterday, just you and me talking.
Yeah.
As a manufacturer out of Ireland.
Yeah.
When you guys come to a show like this, you got 60,000 plus people coming through this.
Yeah.
Who are you looking for? Are you looking for distributors? Are you looking for end users? Who are you guys looking for?
All of the above. It's kind of twofold. We want to expand our channels of distributors, the resellers and system integrators, but we also want to stimulate demand with end users, so enterprise organizations who are looking at quicker ways of sharing information or collaborating from distributed teams, really to show them the product that we're bringing to market, and then we'll contact the reseller ask their dealer, ask the distributor, their system integrator. So, and we're also here to support partners like NEC and Sahara, who have been partners for us since we started.
Are you looking for more of those partners? I mean, is that something that I'm not asking you to give me a scoop or anything?
Yeah.
But is that something else? Another conversation that maybe happens naturally?
Yeah, definitely. We have a ton of great solutions. We've got Montage, there's DisplayNode, there's Strudel, and we've got all of the technology that exists within those products. So there are, I'm sure, organizations who say, hey, we would love it if our piece of hardware could do this.
Yeah.
Or there could be an enterprise saying, we want to collaborate, but we need something bespoke and it has to sit behind our firewall. So yeah, to answer your question, we're open to those types of conversations for sure.
All right, very good. Your booth number in case somebody's watching this,
it's D for Delta, L for Lima 300. It's the Diamond Lounge. It is encrusted in diamonds. Diamonds are falling from the sky.
Don't believe him. It's too much Guinness.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much,
Thanks,
sir.
Tim.
I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
We'll grab a drink. Absolutely. Thanks. Next up is our buddy Patrick, and
hey Tim.
Well, let me put it this way. So I just had somebody up who's an underwriter.
Okay.
That means they give us money.
Right.
This guy doesn't give us money.
He's put me on the spot here. I guess
I'm not asking him for money.
All right.
That's kind of what AV Nation's about, right? You're somebody that I believe in. You're a startup. You don't have the capital to support AV Nation. I'm not putting you on the spot.
I'm joking.
But I'm making a point.
Sure.
Right? What you do, and AV GUI is the name of his product. He doesn't give us money, nothing else like that. But I think it's important. And this is why I think it's important. And you're showing at this show, right?
Yes.
You're based out of Germany.
Right.
You have a wonderful German accent.
Thank you very much.
By way of New Jersey.
What are you talking about?
He's originally from New Jersey. But Patrick now lives in Germany with his beautiful wife. Your product is where I see control going. And as somebody who's passionate about control, I think it's incredible, right?
And that's what makes AV Nation so damn cool.
Yeah.
Plain
so
and simple.
Give people kind of the elevator pitch of what AV GUI does and why the heck you're showing here at this show.
Okay, so AV GUI is an app for the iPad that controls devices directly over the network. And all the setup is done right in the iPad, so you don't need a laptop or any special programming skills. And your savings are saved to the cloud, so you can log in with any laptop. And it's pretty cool, so stop by and check it out if you're at the show.
It's saved if you do the subscription.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Well, you can try it.
You have a free version,
so
right?
you can try it out for free. Just don't log in when you download the app, and your changes are not saved.
Okay,
so you can check it out, and all the features are there. You just can't save any changes.
Okay.
When you log in and save the system, then you'll be prompted to pay for it, and then it's saved to the cloud, and you can use any iPad you want. You can even invite different users to access the systems that you want them to see.
Yep.
And they can make changes to it.
What devices can you currently do this with?
So we have Global Cache integrated with all their infrared products, and we also integrated their IR database. So there's tons of IR drivers in there. You select Apple TV or whatever receiver or screen you have, and it downloads the IR codes right to the iPad, and that becomes a part of your configuration.
All right.
We're also supporting presentation switchers from AMX, Crestron, and Extron, and direct control of a Sony IPTV, and there's more stuff on the way. We're pushing updates every 2 or 3 weeks, so it's really exciting.
All right. Check his stuff out, AV GUI. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Tim.
All right.
See you later.
Good to see you. I got one more guy, Dan. So one of the cool things that happened last year this time is that I was invited to go speak at a Unified Communications and Collaboration event, sponsored by Kramer, one of our underwriters. This year we did the second annual one, and this young man was on my panel. His name is Dan Rogers from AVI-SPL. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Good afternoon.
It's been too much time together today.
Too much time. They'll be talking.
Absolutely.
They'll be talking. Rightly so.
So explain something to me.
Yes.
AVI-SPL is the only integrator, and I could be wrong on this, but I don't think I am.
Yep.
Is the only integrator exhibiting at this show.
That's absolutely correct. Yeah.
Why the heck is AVI-SPL exhibiting at this show?
Well, as a reasonably new entrant into the European market, from a profile perspective, even though we've been here 3 years, it's important for us to keep getting that message across to our European opportunities, our European customers, and I think it's vital. And I think it allows us from our branding, our profile to stand out from the crowd, and we continue to do this show. We think it's the most important investment from a marketing perspective in Europe.
Really?
It's crucial. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely crucial. Yeah.
How has that been? Because I've talked with a number of manufacturers over the last 2 years. This is our second year
Yep.
covering this show. And I've talked with exhibitors. I've talked with manufacturers who exhibit at this show,
Yeah.
and some that don't, right, for whatever reason. I get the sense, and I've been told this point blank, the U.S. market is, you know what, change fast, learn fast, fail fast, but get your stuff out there. The European market is more slow and steady, wins the race, prove to me that you're reliable, prove to me that you're trustworthy. Would you say that's an accurate description of the
I
European
think
market?
that's a remarkably accurate description. And I think also companies that we first started to talk to when we came into the UK in the first year have come back now after 3 years and started to trust that we're going to be here in 2 or 3 years' time. Confidence in the product, confidence in the solutions, and confident we're going to be here to support their service contract in 2, 3, 4 years' time. So it's a confidence factor. So I actually do think that even though we all speak the same language, despite the odd Z and the odd S, there are slightly different markets and slightly different idiosyncrasies from the US versus the UK market. That said, or the European market, that said, we have still seen a lot of business that are HQ'd in HQ'd in the US, that have an HQ in London, that want to do global business. So, but they are fundamentally different markets.
Okay. When you come out of this show at the end of Friday,
Yeah.
What's a successful show for you?
A successful show would be, as an example, we can go back to last year of one major customer that by chance came on our stand that placed just short of $1 million opportunity.
Good night.
I didn't know who AVI SPL was. If we can educate those people coming back next year, I didn't know who AVI SPL were, to knowing who we were when they see us in the press, see our wins, see us attend the AV Awards, that knowing we're an organisation. So wins like Bloomberg this year, wins like Mizuho Bank, several millions of opportunities that we probably wouldn't have done if we hadn't built and created our profile as an organisation. That's judged as success as an organisation.
That works.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's to a successful show, sir. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it, sir. All right. We're going to wrap up the show here with Mr. Tucker, Mr. Harry Mead. Matt's talking to TJ, so we're good. No,
Matt's
you're fine.
guy's busy.
No, Matt's busy. Harry Mead,
snoozing.
George Tucker.
That's me.
Give us kind of a rundown of day 2 from your perspective.
Busier than day one.
Yeah.
From a trade show perspective, not necessarily from an us perspective. We busted butt yesterday.
Well, today was the day of editing, posting, writing, getting some stuff done that we just didn't get a chance to do yesterday. Lord knows I passed out at 11 o'clock. I couldn't do it anymore.
Slagger.
Yeah.
Shit.
But I mean, there was some interesting stuff going on. I mean, some of these other guys have been kicking it up a notch. So when you get the projection booths and the audio guys and the audio pavilions doing some really interesting stuff, it's now another level up. And so they're showing some different stuff. They're presenting it in different ways. It was really a lot of fun to watch it happen.
Yeah, I've so far, and I've put it on Twitter and in my own indomitable way, that so far best product that I've seen is the new Microflex Advanced from Shure.
Sure, yeah.
Holy crap! Yes, I edited it for you.
I was going to say, that's not quite what you said on Twitter.
That's
but
not what I said on
if they're
Twitter.
interested, at AV Grump.
Expletive deleted.
Yes.
Basically how you put that.
Yeah, not on
Yeah.
Twitter. But yeah, steerable mic array that has just dusted every other mic array that I've listened to. So it's they've got a 2x2 ceiling. They've got a round table that's got 4 elements. The one in the ceiling,
Round table mic.
yeah, round table mic. They've got the one in the ceiling that has a crap ton of elements. And it just fits into a 2x2 ceiling tile, and there's no extra installation.
One Dante cable.
One Dante cable with PoE. Take it back to a DSP, and you're done.
Yourself out. Yeah.
You know, what we also saw today was the day of running around looking at other booths, not the assigned booths. And what I noticed was guys we talked to last year at InfoCom, GoGet, AdGen, Ubiquity, a number of others that were here or were at Infocom last year are now here, and we get to see their growth. GoGet has a triple size booth that they had a stand. They had a little lectern.
They were in the innovation showcase.
Right, a little lectern, and now they got this giant booth that's 4 times bigger than they had before.
Yep.
They got new products, new panels. AdGen is here with a slightly bigger booth and going to a new crowd and doing some more stuff.
Well, and AdGen's now in the U.S. market too.
Yeah. So it's a really good thing to see guys that we saw at their first year now sort of going to the next step, coming to Europe and saying, yeah, we're going to do this. And it's neat to see. I mean, Ubiquity too. Their booth is like chock full of stuff.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's going to do it. It's 6 o'clock here. It's 12 o'clock Eastern. So I'm going to try to keep these short and sweet and to the point. We will see you all same time tomorrow, 11:45 a.m. Eastern time, 5:45 p.m. Amsterdam time. On Friday, we'll be doing it at 3:45 Amsterdam. Somebody please do the math for me real quickly.
9:45.
There we go. 9:45 a.m. Eastern. So
all right,
thank you guys so much.
Bananas and us.
Phrasing. All right. Thank you guys.